It's not going to work, is it? I think that needs a lot more support under that tool. Hello, and thanks for joining me. Well, this is part 2 of making these wheel hubs for a toy tractor. David Bradley, I believe. Last week we did this, and we trepanned a groove in there successfully, but just barely. Well, as you just saw in the video, I hope, I made a new trepanning tool, and we're going to try that now. So let's get started on that. Here's the tool I made. It's a little bit crude. Got the cutter brazed in here. The cutter didn't, it's high-speed steel, it didn't want to take the braze really well. But I think it's going to work. I tested it a little bit, but I haven't really given it a good test yet. The cutter's just barely wider than the web of that tube. And it mounts on the T-nut, like right there on the compound. I got the compound set straight. It's supported a little bit better, and it needs to be really rigid. It just bolts on there like this. I'll leave that a little bit loose because I might have to align it. I believe that's going to work. We'll see. Okay, I got it in back gear, plenty of oil. Let's give it a try. That's quite a bit of overhang right there. I wonder if I could stick something in there as a spacer. Let me try that. Yeah, maybe that'll help. Yeah, I can speed it up a little bit, otherwise I'll be here forever. New approach. Working pretty good. Well, there they are. That was a little more difficult than I thought it would be. And if I do it again, I'm going to figure out a different way. Maybe get a chuck for my rotary table and just mill that slot. I think that'd be a lot easier. So the next step is to take this bull nose end mill, round nose, whatever you want to call it, and mill that slot right there. Okay, I don't usually like using mist lubrication, but I'm using high-speed steel end mill, and it's a bull nose, and it's the only one I got, and I wanted to get through all of these without a problem. I think my end mill slipped. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, there they are. They turned out pretty good. I thought I had the mill slipping the collet, but it was my depth stop moving. Once I figured that out, I got them all milled to the right depth. Had to put two of them back in the chuck and line it up and mill them deeper, but it went well. Anyway, that about wraps it up for part 2. And part 3, we'll cut the ramps on there and probably take that down too. That's just for looks. But that kind of gives you a hint on what direction I'm going to mill these ramps. See if you can guess how I'm going to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and be sure and subscribe and ring that bell.